Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Facebook Live. And I also want to say a special welcome to all of you who are watching my replay. My name is Dr. Jennifer Levin, and I specialize in working with individuals who've experienced a traumatic loss and helping them go from the trauma and the chaos and pain to healing. I am the creator of From Grief to Growth, and I also have a podcast, Untethered Healing from a Sudden Death. I am broadcasting, or I should say, I am checking in today from Whidbey Island in Cootville, and I am still hoping that we are going to get some sun one of these days. I'm always interested to know where you are tuning in from, so I would love to hear in the comments. Today, we're going to be talking about grieving our dads or any father like figure that is in your life. This includes a grandfather, the husband of your children, or a male role model that you may have had. As you may know, Father's Day is this Sunday, June 19th. And so I thought it was appropriate that we would talk about grieving Father's Day, since Father's Day is so near. Have you noticed that Father's Day is lumped together with graduations, family celebrations, and barbecues? It's all fun and games unless you are grieving. And if so, it's a time of a sadness for many people who don't really feel like participating in all of the family activities. How you feel when you're grieving on Father's Day is actually very dependent on several different things, and I want to talk about these for a moment. The first has to do with how long ago your dad or the male that you're grieving in your life died. If it was recent, you may be in the real chaos or the immediate pain of grief. So, the amount of time that has occurred. Second is the relationship that you had with this individual, your father. When we see all the media advertisements for Father's Day, it assumes that you had a really good relationship. And unfortunately, that's not true for everybody. Some people didn't have a good relationship with their father. And this can bring up a lot of different emotions, such as anger and confusion and sadness, and can even complicate feelings on Father's Day even more. Other things that can complicate your feelings right now, other losses that you may have experienced since your dad or other male role model or grandfather has died in your life, and other life stressors. Let's face it, there's a lot going on in the world right now. So, all of this is going to influence your grief and how you're feeling on Father's Day, which is coming up, as I mentioned, this Sunday. So, whenever there is a difficult holiday, milestone, or grief day that's in your life, one of the things that I really strongly recommend is that you have a plan. Nothing is worse than waking up on a really difficult day and not knowing what you're going to do on that day. And so, having a plan, having a structure, having an idea of what you're going to do, no matter what it is something that I find really helpful. And if you wake up on that day and decide, you know what, I don't feel like following that plan, that's absolutely fine. Scrap it and put something else together. But having a plan in place can be very, very beneficial. And one of the things that I recommend is that your plan has both activities, things to do, and time for reflection. And the activities might be things that dad really, really liked. Maybe he liked hiking and you want to go for a hike in memory of dad. Maybe he liked fishing. Maybe there was a sporting event he liked. I know these are all gender stereotype events. Maybe it was just time with the family. Maybe you want to reminisce, share stories. Grandchildren or family members often really like to hear stories. Maybe you want to try something totally brand new, start a new tradition. Sometimes engaging in activities that dad liked might be really, really painful. So, one of the things that you want to do, or I find helpful, is to do activities. The other part is time for reflection. Maybe you want to do journaling. Maybe you want to sit at the cemetery. Maybe you want to spend some time by yourself. Whatever you do, see if you can combine both activities and time for reflection. The next thing that I want you to do is accept whatever you're feeling. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves to feel a certain way on a certain day. It's Father's Day, so I'm supposed to feel a certain way on Father's Day. That's not at all the truth. So, whatever you feel that day, maybe you feel numb, maybe you feel sad, maybe you feel happy, maybe you feel angry, whatever it is, just accept and honor your feelings on that particular day. Next, I want you to know that just because it's Father's Day, that doesn't mean that's your day that you have to feel or grieve. You can do it any day. You don't need a holiday to have your feelings. You can grieve dad, you can celebrate dad on any day. You don't need a holiday. Perhaps if you're not up to celebrating dad, grieving dad, honoring dad on Father's Day itself, pick a random day. Pick a day that feels right for you. You don't need a holiday. I do want to mention two subgroups that can have a very difficult time on Father's Day. And number one, it's children that have lost a father. And so it's really important, I feel, to include them in the plans. Ask them, what do you want to do to honor dad or to grieve dad, celebrate dad? You choose the right word on Father's Day. Do they want to go to the cemetery? Or if dad isn't buried, is there a special place that helps them remember dad? Do they want to write a letter? Do they want to draw a drawing, make a card, whatever is age appropriate? You might want to check out something or a place called Comfort Zone. They're a nationwide or a national wide organization that have family camps or camps for kids who've lost a parent. There's also many resources that I'm sure are local to you, so I encourage you to do that, but include them in the plan, honor their feelings as well. The other age group that may be having a particular time, or not even an age group, but another special population, is adults who've lost a child. Whether you lost a young child or an adult child, you're still a parent too, and this may be a very difficult time for you. An organization that might be very helpful for you is Compassionate Friends. They have support groups that meet nationwide online. They may have resumed in person and have wonderful resources as well. Accept your feelings. Have compassion for yourself. No one is supposed to bury a child before they themselves have left this earth. And so this is also a particularly challenging day for you as well. So please keep that in mind. So I hope these were some helpful tips for you as the holiday rolls around. Thanks so much for listening today. I do invite you to go to my website, www.fromgrieftogrowth.com. If you haven't already signed up for my free mini course, I invite you to do so. 3 Truths for Living with a Sudden and Unexpected Loss. I also invite you to sign up for my podcast, Untethered, Healing from a Sudden Loss. Next week, the episode airs on Wednesday, and it is entitled 5 Things That You Can Start Doing Right Now to Heal from a Sudden Loss. Also, please stay tuned. There are going to be announcements for my upcoming workshop, Healing from a Sudden Death. Thank you so much for listening today. Bye for now, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.